All right, guys, let's get some MLB plays and props for Friday, May 10th slate of games. Trey, leaderboard, start us off.
Yeah, I had a 1-0 today. That's because I gave out the White Sox plus a half on the first 5 inning run line going up against the Guardians. The White Sox, they won the first half of this game by a score of 3-0. So shout out Chicago.
Yeah, I gave out the Mariners and the Twins under 6.5 runs, never stood a chance. Twins scored 11. Somebody commented, like, the game was over real quick. That's what gambling's all about. And I did check this at work, Trey, about 1:30, and the rest of the day went by very slow. I was very upset. So 0-1 day for me on the game plays. Trey, let's go with the props. It starts off.
Yeah, I had a 1-0 day, and that is where I'm going to stay. I gave out Young Lee over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs against the Rockies. He got the day off, so no play there. Also gave out Pablo Lopez in that game that Bear just touched on, over 6.5 strikeouts against the Mariners. Lopez was a big reason why the Mariners did not score very many runs. He had 10 strikeouts.
Yeah, and I had a 1-1 day here. Bobby Witt did not record a hit against the Angels. But Michael Wacha, he stayed under 2.5 runs. He only gave up 2. He was pitching a damn near perfect game through 6 innings, got in some trouble. Royals had an error on the card, and he only gave up 2. It says 3 runs, but he only gave up 2 earned runs. So he cashed the play there, 1-1 on the day. Trey, let's go to the game picks for tomorrow. Have you start us off.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be breaking down this Oakland Athletics going up against Seattle Mariners game. And it's going to be a fun game to watch because, in my opinion, we're getting a pretty fun pitching matchup here. The A's, they're throwing out Paul Blackburn in this game. And Blackburn, he has a 3-1 record with a flat 3 ERA paired with a 1.02 whip. And Blackburn, he's just done a very good job of keeping the base paths clean. And I do expect that to continue here in this game. And the Mariners, they're throwing out one of Bear's favorite pitchers in Brian Wu. And Wu, he is making his first start of this season in the MLB. But in the minors, he did pitch 3 games already this season, finished with a 0 ERA and a 0.44 whip. He only allowed 4 total hits across those 3 games. So we're going to get treated to a really good pitching matchup here. And that is the reason why I'm going to be taking the under 7.5 total runs in this game. I truly believe we're going to get a 2-1 or 3-1 game either way here. And these two teams, they're just not very good at scoring runs either. They combine to average 7.68 runs per game. And with these pitchers on the mound, I think they're going to be below that average. And with this game being in one of the biggest ballparks in the MLB at Seattle, it should be an under city here, guys. So give me the under 7.5 total runs in the A's versus Mariners game.
Yeah, love to play there. Love me some Brian Wu. For my play today, we're going to be looking at the Braves going up against the New York Mets. I'm going to take the Braves in this one, -1.5 on the run line. We're going to start with Charlie Morton, the starting pitcher today for the Braves, and he's been really good over the last 3 games. He's had a couple of rough patches early in the season, but he's really started to grind out these games against some quality teams over the last 3. He's gone 6+ innings in 3 consecutive games, and he hasn't given up more than 5 hits in any of these games over the last 3. He's worked his ERA down to 3.50, and he's also only given up a total of 4 runs over the last 3 games. So I do think he's going to be able to come in here and shut down the Mets, who struggle to bat. For the Mets, looks like they're going to be throwing out Jose Quintana, and he's been pretty bad on the season, just like his entire career, only picking up 1 win in the first 7 games that he's been in. He's given up a total of 21 runs this season, only going 36 innings, having an ERA of 5.20, a whip of 1.54. It feels like every single inning he's got to work himself out of a jam, and that's not a good place to be going up against the Atlanta Braves. In his last game against the Rays, he only went 2 2/3 innings, gave up 10 hits, 8 runs, getting absolutely torched on the mound against them. The Braves offensively haven't been great over the last 5 or 6 games, but this is a team who can put up a lot of runs in a hurry with all the power they have, and I really don't think the weak spot through 1 through 9, the batting rotation. So I love the Braves here, -1.5 as the play. Trey, let's go with the props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Mookie Betts here, and I'm going to take him to go over 1.5 total bases in this game going up against the Padres. I love this over for Mookie Betts in this game because we should see him dominating here and put up an MVP-like stat line. And Mookie, he's playing like an MVP this season through his first 39 games. He has 53 hits, 32 runs scored, and 27 RBIs. He's just been dominating, and I have to expect him to get on base throughout this game as well because Betts, he finds himself at the top of the Dodgers batting order. So that means he's going to get a ton of opportunities to get on base in this game, which I absolutely love for my overs. And the fact that this is a massive rivalry game against the Padres, it makes me love this play too because Betts, he's going up against Michael King and the Padres, and Betts, he has 5 career at-bats against King, and he is 2 for 5 against them, and both of those 2 hits were dingers. So Betts, he's going to come in this game and be very confident in his swing, and we should see him get on base a couple of times or smack a double or more. Give me Mookie Betts to go over 1.5 total bases against the Padres.
Yep, love the play there, Trey. For my batting prop, going to be Tyler O'Neill of the Boston Red Sox to go over 1.5 bases. He's probably going to hit a home run in this game as well, going up against the Nats. The Nats have been playing some pretty good baseball. My team over the last week, and I was dreading Patrick Corbin being back on the mound because it's probably going to be a loss in this game. Every time we see him, you can basically pencil in a loss, and we just got above 500. So this is going to be a tough game for me to swallow. But I do think you need to take some Boston Red Sox players in this game to get some hits. We're going to start with Tyler O'Neill, who's going up against Patrick Corbin, a right-on-left matchup for him. Against lefties this year, he's hitting .321, having 5 extra base hits in his 9 hits against lefties. The left-hander Patrick Corbin has been bad in 6 of the 7 starts this year. And in the one game that he pitched well, we lost Lane Thomas, one of our best players, hurting himself, sliding into second. I've been saying it for the past 3 weeks. I'm pretty sure Patrick Corbin caused that injury because he pitched well in the game. But it is another Patrick Corbin start. He's given up 53 hits on the season with a 6.45 ERA. And not only has he been bad at giving up his control this season has been god-awful. I legitimately think that he has no idea where his pitches are going to go. He's just throwing whatever the catcher says, and he's hoping that he can place it somewhere that he wants. I'd say 60% of the time, whenever he throws something, it's framed at a certain spot. I'd say 60% of the time, it doesn't go where it's supposed to go. I like Tyler O'Neill here, over 1.5 bases. Might as well take him to hit a home run because this dude is jacked. Give me over 1.5 bases as the play. Trey, let's go to the pitching props. How do you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Garret Crochet to go over 15.5 outs going up against the Guardians. I love this over for Crochet in this game. He has been one of the most underrated pitchers in the MLB. And if you look just at his base stats, you're like, underrated? Probably not, because Crochet, he's 2 for 4 with a 5.31 ERA, but his whip is very elite at 1.01, almost below that 1 whip level. And there's a massive difference between his ERA and his whip. That's because Crochet, he's pitched very well this year, but he has struggled at allowing the long ball. And I believe that he's going to have great control in this game, and that's going to allow him to pitch deep into this one as well. And so far through his first 8 starts, Crochet, he's averaging 5 1/3 innings per start, which is right at this number. But I believe that we're going to see him pitch deeper into this game. It's a divisional game against the Guardians, so that means Crochet, he will be a little bit more familiar with how to attack those batters, and he could just get through that batting lineup pretty easily for us. And that's great news for us. So give me Garret Crochet to go over 15.5 outs against the Guardians.
Yeah, Trey, I'd like to play that for you. For my pitching prop, I'm going to take Tyler Glasnow, under 2.5 earned runs going up against the Padres. There's a chance this comes out at under 1.5 runs, but I really think it's going to be 2.5 with the matchup we have against the Pods. Tyler on the season has really only had a couple bad starts, but this is going to be his 9th start of the season. His 2 bad starts came right in the middle of these 8 starts. One against the Giants where he still went 6 innings, but he gave up 3 runs. The other one was against my Washington Nationals, giving up 6 runs on 8 hits in just 5 innings. If we take out those 2 games, he's been one of the best guys in the baseball so far, and he's really settled down over the last 3 games, going 6+ innings in 3 consecutive games against the Mets, the Blue Jays, and the Braves. He's only given up a combined 3 total runs in those 3 games, bringing his ERA down to 2.70, and he's also struck out 9+ in 3 consecutive games. This is a strikeout pitcher, and I think he's going to do some damage to the San Diego Padres. If you like his strikeouts, go for it, but I'm going to take his under runs in this game. He shouldn't give up over 2 runs going up against the Padres today. Under 2.5 runs as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I went with the under 7.5 in the A's versus Mariners game. 2 great pitchers, Paul Blackburn, Brian Wu. We should see a low-scoring game with these 2 doo-doo offenses. Also going with Mookie Betts, over 1.5 total bases versus the Padres, going up against Michael King. 2 home runs in his career against King, so he's going to be confident. Also going with Garret Crochet, over 15.5 outs versus Guardians. We just need 5 1/3 innings to hit this over. Very doable.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Braves here, -1.5. The offense hasn't been clicking, but they're getting Jose Quintana. So I think the offense is going to click in this game. Give me -1.5 for them. Then Tyler O'Neill, the buff dude, over 1.5 bases. I'm going to sprinkle on a home run, just not going to give it out as an official play. I do like him to hit a home run against Patrick Corbin. And then Tyler Glasnow going up against the Padres. Love is under 2.5 earned runs. Only giving up 2 runs over the last 3 games. He's wheeling and dealing right now. Also like his strikeouts, if that interests you. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB Picks and Props for Friday, May 10th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's two options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,